What's going on, guys? Spencer Dog 24 here with a Porsche 944 video, and tonight I'm going to be replacing the coolant on my 1984 944 NA. So the first thing I want to do is remove the cap here. Then I'm going to slide underneath the car, and on the driver's side is where the petcock is for it. Let me see if I can get a good shot for you. There we are. So right on the driver's side of the radiator, I have this guy that I can remove with a 16 millimeter. Now I know these get broken a lot, and a lot of people change them out, so yours may be like a purple one with just a Phillips head that you can get with, but mine came with this. So I'm going to slide my drain pan underneath, grab the wrench, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so now that I got my catch pan in place, and yeah, my 16 millimeter, just gonna hook this guy up here like that, and I'll just start unscrewing it. I love these gear wrenches. They're just magical. They really are. And let me see if I can get that. Get this guy slid under here. Let's see if I can do this without botching up the camera work too much. Here she comes. And here. Oh, there we go. So I actually had some distilled water in here for a few months just to get something in there. So right now I'm gonna let this guy drain, and I will be back with you when it's finished. Alright, so this is what came out of it. It's not what came out of the engine. There was a bunch of oil in it before, but surprisingly the coolant was looking pretty good, or the distilled water. So the type of coolant I got is, I purchased the Xerix G05, the antifreeze coolant. The reason why I did that is because it's phosphate free, and they say that the phosphates, since the car has the aluminum in there, the phosphates can corrode the aluminum. So I was told, get phosphate free stuff, to which I replied, okay. So I'm gonna go and dump this first gallon in here and fire up the car, and then we'll start bleeding. Okay, so I have a gallon in there, and what I actually do, I picked up one of these cheap spigots or whatnot that, you know, come with the oil can. They actually screw on perfectly for your oil and whatnot. So I just take this and I screw it on the coolant. And then let me see if I can even do this one-handed. And basically all I do, I just pour it in there, because I'm going to spill this everywhere. I don't have those kind of skills. But yeah, basically I just pour it in there. That way it connects with a funnel. That way nothing spills, I don't have coolant everywhere, and it goes right in there. So I'm going to dump, I think I have 3/4 of a gallon on this one, and I'm going to dump it in there now. Okay, so now I have the coolant in there. It's currently at the maximum line, and I have some clear tube. Now I saw a trick by another YouTuber on his channel. His name's Because Race Carl, and here's the bleed valve right here, which is a 12 millimeter. I've already loosened it, and I think you can hear the air. Yeah, starting to come out of it. So what he did was hook up some clear tubing, or tubing to this, and put it into that, and then he ran the engine. So basically all the air gets pushed out then goes into there. And it was just pretty genius, so I'm going to do that now. So here's the pressure relief valve. It's on top of the main hose. Just follow it back. And I'm going to unscrew this guy all together. And oil can. This is the red part that comes with the oil filter. They're like $4. You can pick them up at Walmart. I sounded like a moron before, but yeah, that's the word I was trying to think of. The oil filter guy. Oil filler guy. Jesus, I can't talk right now. So I'm going to go hook the tube up, and I'll show you when it's completed. Okay, so here she is running. I got her a little bit above the max fill line, and so basically what's happening is that any air is either escaping. You can see through the bubbles, but it's just going in there, and since it's right underneath here, it's just pushing all the air out. Okay. And so I'm going to let it get up to temperature. Wait until the fans kick on, and we should be good. Okay, so as you can see, the line's filling up with coolant, and you can see the air bubbles escaping, where it's just going through the entire hose and back into the expansion tank. So I'm going to let this run until I see basically next to nothing in air bubbles. Okay, so I brought her up to temperature, shut her off, put the bleed screw back on, and tightened it down. And the only thing that I noticed is I'm still low on coolant. I just didn't have enough. So the only thing left is I just got to fill this guy up. But as far as everything else goes with it, she runs, the fans kicked on, and yeah, just basically top that guy off, and the coolant system is changed and the air is bled out of them. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.